Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing more unit reviews. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I wanted to give you guys a chance to show me more of your units. If you don't know what the series is, this is the series where you guys share with me your best Genshin Impact units and I rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 so we can determine who has the best characters in Genshin Impact. Also, before we start the video, if you want an opportunity to get your own unit reviewed, I will leave a guide in the description below with just a couple quick steps. That way you can get your unit reviewed faster. With that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, now we have Simp, and they wanted me to review their Xiao. Alright, Simp, let's review your Xiao. I wonder if this person is a quote-unquote Xiao Simp. 2000 attack. That means you're probably running Primordial Jade Cutter or Homa. Probably Homa. Primordial Jade Winged Spear? Yeah, that makes sense. Artifacts, 4 Vermilion. Very good choice. And then talents are 10, 10, 10. So we got a perfect Xiao off the bat. Perfect talents and a perfect weapon. Let's see some of these pieces. A pretty okay ammo damage cup. I mean, it's offset, so I would expect a little better. These are some low crit rate rolls. High crit damage rolls though, and then a little bit of EM. Yeah, not a bad piece. It makes the cut. A pretty good crit damage hat for being on set. You got some EM, some crit rate. Yeah, not a bad piece. Another pretty okay, not great. Like I said, it makes the cut. It makes the cut. You got 1 crit rate roll, 1 crit damage roll. Sure, that's a really nice piece. That is wait, that's a crazy piece. Wait, what? 10 crit rate, 20 crit damage. You missed the stat once and once went into attack percent, but who cares? Attack percent is great for Xiao. And then you also have ER in there. That's a really solid piece. And that's a really, for being an attack stance, and attack stance aren't easy to get. This is a very, very nice piece. Overall, some very, very solid pieces. But I'm kind of surprised that this is your best ammo damage cup. I mean, it's not terrible, but it definitely couldn't be improved. For being an off piece, it's not that good. But other than that, all of these pieces are pretty solid. Besides, maybe the flower isn't the best thing I've ever seen. But pretty damn good artifacts. What's your split? 85, 182 with 111 recharge. But if you're running a Xiao with Animo support, this stat doesn't really matter. 46 animo damage bonus. Overall, a very solid Xiao. The ratio is crazy good. 85 to 182 is not shabby at all. I say overall, your Xiao is a solid 9 out of 10. Let's move on to the next unit. Alright, next up we have Jessie, and they wanted me to review their Ayaka. They also wanted me to specify that they are free to play, so I'm interested to see what we're working with here. You have a level 50 Diluc and a level 37 Traveler in your showcase, which is interesting, and you're only AR 47. That means you're pretty early game. That means you can't have anything past level 80. So level 80 Ayaka would be the cap here. Same thing with the weapon, level 80 would be the cap. You're running Aquila, which is pretty good for Ayaka. I don't see anything wrong with Aquila. Obviously, the physical damage bonus doesn't help very much, but this passive kind of makes up for it. Artifacts, 4-piece Blizzard, good choice. Constellation 0, that makes sense for free to play. And then talents are 6, 5, 6. Okay, so you were level 80, which means this wouldn't be the cap. I think the cap at level 80 is 8 talents, so you can take these just the slightest bit further. You can max out each of these to 8, and then you'd be on the right track. I would say these talents are just the slightest bit low, but that's probably something you're working on right now. Let's see these artifacts, because being AR 47, you can't have that many good artifacts by now. We'll start with the Sands. Yeah, for being an off-piece, it's I mean, 2 flat attack rolls, 2 energy recharge, 1 low crit damage, and a min crit rate roll. Not great, but again, you're early game, so this piece for me, I would take it in a heartbeat. Let's see the Goblet. Oh, wait, what? Hold up. Wait, you're AR 47. How do you have this? You should not have this early. You should not have this early. This is such a late game piece. Bro, I could grind for years and not get a piece like this. That's nuts, dude. That's in set 2. Wow. Imagine if this flat defense roll was either crit rate or crit damage. Oh boy. This, again, is a pretty good piece for early game. I mean, 1 defense percent, but not a bad piece for being AR-47. Again, bro, a perfect piece. A perfect piece in your AR-47. When I say perfect, I just mean in terms of like the subs that can be on the piece, but damn, man, that's really nice. Yeah, I mean, this piece is really nice too. The circlet's pretty good. 10% crit rate. Yeah, that's great. Better than any circlet I have on my account, and I'm AR-59. What's your split then? Oh, that's a good split for Blizzard Strayer. That's a really good split for Blizzard Strayer. Because you get like an extra 40% crit rate, bringing you up to like 85. Plus, if you're running Cryo Resonance, damn, man. That's really nice. 130 recharge is, again, just a little nice touch on top. I don't even have that much recharge on my Ayaka. I'm kind of jealous. And then 61 cryo damage bonus, 37 physical damage bonus, which obviously isn't going to help you. But overall, this is a pretty solid Ayaka. The only thing you can really improve about this build is obviously getting to AR-50 and leveling her up to 90, including her weapon. But that's something that I'm sure you're planning to do in the future. Talents are just the slightest bit low. I would like to see these a little higher. And then just in terms of artifacts, the only pieces I could see using some improvement for where you are is definitely the off-piece attack stance. I mean, it's not the greatest piece. I'll be straight with you. This is like not even 20 crit value. It's pretty bad. But overall, like this is not bad at all for where you are. This is not bad at all. In fact, I'd say it's pretty damn good. I'm gonna say your Ayaka is a solid 9.4 or 5 out of 10. Like, this is a really solid Ayaka. Let's move on to the next build. Next up here, we have Mavenist, and they want me to review their Shenhe, their only character in their character showcase, as well as their profile picture and their banner. So you must like your Shenhe quite a bit. Oh, wait, 2,000 attack? That's really low for a Shenhe. Shenhe usually has around 3,000, 4,000, so are you running DPS Shenhe? Surely not. What's your weapon? Calamity Queller? No, you can't have Calamity Queller. Yeah, Staff of Homo. Okay, this must be DPS Shenhe then. Wait, what? How do you even run DPS? That's not a possible build. Are you running physical damage pieces? You are. Okay, this is physical DPS Shenhe. I guess realistically you can make any character in this game a physical DPS if you put enough time and effort into it. You have C1, which is usually helpful when you're actually using Shenhe not as a physical DPS as a sub DPS for her normal attack buff potential. And then you have 10, 10, 10 on the talents. Oh my gosh. Okay, you really like your Shenhe. God damn. That's a perfect weapon and perfect talents. Let's see these pieces. You're not running Bloodstained. I am 4-piece Pale Flame. And instead you're choosing to run an attack percent set. That leads me to imagine that you probably have some pretty good subs on some of these pieces. Let's see here. The off piece, pretty damn good. That's 3 crit damage rolls, 1 crit rate roll. But the crit damage rolls were all pretty low rolls for being 3. But overall, again, not a bad piece. Crit rate hat, it's okay, I guess. I mean, like I said, you're dropping 2-piece Bloodstain for this, so I would like to see something just a little better. But it's not a bad piece, don't get me wrong. You have a crit damage on there and 19% defense. Again, not too bad. You have a lot of defense percent. God damn. You have a lot of defense. 18% on this piece, 19% on this piece. What's your defense? You have 1,200 defense. That's actually not that bad. But it's still not a bad piece. I mean, you got mostly crit rate, crit damage rolls. That's still a pretty dub piece in my book. That's a really nice piece. 33% crit damage is pretty damn good. Bro, you have like defense percent and flat defense on like every piece, which is kind of funny, but it's still good. Don't get me wrong. Damn, 35% crit damage. Oh gosh. Wait, that's nuts. 35% crit damage. Damn, bro. Oh, imagine. Oh, I wish this piece had crit rate. It'd be so good. But either way, it's still nuts. You don't just get 5 or how many 4 crit damage rolls because you got 1 in flat attack. But yeah, no, this piece is nuts. I mean, overall, this is really good, actually. I mean, you have like 30 plus crit damage on like 3 pieces. What's your split? 57 to 35. I'd say you're weighed a little heavily towards crit damage here, and your crit rate isn't as high, but that can easily be fixed if you're running things like 2-piece crowd resonance, and there's other different crit rate buffs that you can give your Shenhe or any other unit in the game. So 57% actually isn't that bad realistically. I say overall your Shenhe is really nice, honestly. This is the most meh piece in the entire build, but overall a very, very good Shenhe. I'm gonna say your Shenhe is at least a 9 out of 10. The only thing I could really critique you for here is your very low crit rate. But overall, a very good Shenhe. Next up here, we have Sophia, and they want me to review their Eula, level 90 Eula. Let's see. I see some good Eulas in my time. Will yours come to impress me too? Let's see. 2000 attack. That you're probably running Song of Broken Pines. I am correct. This is a nuts weapon for Eula and has an incredibly high base attack. Artifact, 4 Pale Flame. I think that's her best in select. Good stuff. You have an onset goblet. Okay, interesting. C1. I'm pretty sure Eula's C1 is pretty good. I can't remember what it does off the top of my head, but that's pretty damn good. And then 10, 10, 10 on the talents. Wow. Okay, so perfect talents, perfect weapon. It's all going to come down to artifacts then. That seems to be a trend this video. Every single person has had 10, 10, 10 so far, which is honestly kind of surprising. Oh, first piece. Oh gosh, this Eula is gonna be crazy, isn't it? This Eula is gonna be absolutely crazy. This is a very nice piece. 46 flat defense. I mean, who cares? You have 30 crit damage. That's crazy. Another damn good piece. Oh, the defense kind of ruins it, but again, that's still a good piece nonetheless. You're still over 35 crit value, so who really cares? Wait, what's the crit value on that? Is that 50 plus? That might be 50 plus. Let me do the calcs on this quickly. 11.7 times 2 is 23.4. 23.4 plus 26.4 is 49.8. That is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. This is so close to being 50 crit value. If you just got like a 0.2 extra percent, it would be. I mean, it's just a little niche thing. It really doesn't matter. This is a crazy piece either way. This piece is, so far we've had 2 god pieces and 1 pretty damn good piece. I can't imagine your insect goblet is that good. I mean, I don't want to predict. Let's just see it. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Insect goblets are pretty hard to come by. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. 10% crit rate, that's fine. But you roll a lot into flat stats, so it's obviously not going to be the most optimal thing. But hey, it's not a terrible piece for being in set. What? Oh my gosh. That's another, like, very close to being 50 crit value if it didn't low roll crit rate. God damn, man, that's crazy. If this didn't low roll crit rate, it would be a 50 crit value piece. That is not. You have 3 pieces that are near irreplaceable. 3 pieces that are near irreplaceable. This piece is also like very close to being like, I don't know how you could get any better. This is the only piece that's obviously niche. This piece I would get rid of an instant. However, bro, your Eula must be nuts. Your split's gonna be absolutely crazy. Yeah, about what I expected. For having Song of Broken Pines, which has no crit stats whatsoever, this is crazy. I believe you probably have a 1.8 build. Yeah, that's definitely 1.8. God damn, that's a really good Eula. That is a very, very good Eula. The only thing I could really see some improvement in is the physical damage cup, and that's really it. There's really no other critiques I can give you. This Eula, bro, 9.8 out of 10. No, 9.9. You're so close to having the perfect Eula. You were like an inch away from having the perfect Eula. If you get 75 to 100, I'm gonna declare this the perfect Eula. All right, let's move on to the next build. We've seen some pretty crazy builds today, so I don't know if anything can impress me anymore, but nonetheless, we have Sauna coming up, and they want me to review their Collei, which is interesting to say the least. Level 83 Collei. Bit of an awkward level to leave her at. Not 90, not 80, just somewhere in between. Sure, why not? 1700 attack. Oh gosh, this is going to be a DPS Collei. It is a DPS Collei. 4-piece Deep Wood. Okay, so maybe not DPS then? Because Deep Wood is definitely a support set. Constellation 4. Not the C6 yet. That is okay. And then, okay, so not DPS Collei. Sorry, I was mistaken. I just assumed because you had Skyward Heart that it was DPS. But clearly you were running a very solid EM Collei, probably for some Dendro support and proccing some reactions, because you have 9 on her burst and 9 on her E, and you only took her normal attack to level 2. So that is what you want to do with Collei. Generally, you don't need to level up her normal attack. It's not worth it. So let's see some of these pieces. I'm interested to see what you're doing here. What's your EM on Collei? I didn't check. 58. Could use a little more EM. Being an inset Dendro damage bonus cup, that's pretty nice. Not bad at all. That's 27 crit damage. Sheesh, bro. Oh, why do you have a piece like this? Why is everybody just flexing on me today? That's a nuts piece. That's crazy. Bro, how does everybody and their mom have good circlets? I don't understand. Bro, stop having good pieces. Why? Bro, this domain has done you so nice. The fact that you got this and this from the same domain boggles my mind. Oh my gosh. How do you have such good deep wooded pieces? This set came out like a month ago. Okay, at least this one's pretty cope. At least this one's pretty bad. This makes me feel a little bit better about myself now. Wow, those are some... Is that 3 crit damage rolls? If that's 3 crit damage rolls, that's crazy. But no, I think it's 2. Yeah, 2 crit damage rolls, 1 flat attack, 1 flat defense. This piece makes me feel a little better. What's your split then? 52 to 34? Oh my gosh. Again, a little low on ER, also a little low on EM. Yeah, and a little low on crit rate too. And there's, you could definitely use a little more crit rate, but 234 crit damage is absolutely crazy. Yeah, you could definitely use some more crit rate though. Getting a little more crit rate on like this piece, for example. Obviously, this piece would help tremendously. I would dog this piece the first chance I get. It's pretty bad. Getting another inset Dendro damage bonus cup is going to be pretty hard though, so this is probably the best one you can get, honestly. The only critiques I really have for you are, yeah, this EM stat is pretty low. Same thing with energy recharge. I mean, Collei's burst isn't like the highest energy cost thing in the world, but it's also not as small as to have only 105 recharge. So definitely getting a little more recharge in there would be a good change for your Collei. But overall, I mean, your pieces are nuts. I don't know if these are the best for Collei ever, just because they're very high in crit value. And Collei isn't the most in need of crit value character, but overall, like, they're still good pieces nonetheless. So I'm going to give your Collei a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Let's move on to the next unit. Alright, this is going to be our final review of the day, and they wanted me to review their Albedo. Let's see here. Albedo, a unique unit to build. Definitely not one I see played very much these days. Albedo is kind of a forgotten unit, if we're being honest, with all the new Dendro reactions. I don't really see anybody playing a lot of Albedo anymore, but he's still a cool character nonetheless. I appreciate Albedo. 2,700 defense is really good. That's very, very nice. I imagine you're probably running his signature weapon. Correct, you are. Cinnabar Spindle. That is Albedo's best in slot, I believe. I mean, 69% defense is absolutely crazy. 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams, good stuff, and a Lava's Walker Circlet, interesting. C1, good stuff. We don't judge on constellations though. And then 10, 10, 10 on the talents. I'm gonna be honest, 10ing his normal attack was a waste of mats, but if you want to have the perfect Albedo, I respect it. I respect it because I've done the same thing for multiple units who do not need their normal attack that high. Let's see some of these pieces though. This is where it's going to matter. You have a pretty perfect weapon and some perfect talents. Let's see what artifacts we are running here. Oh my gosh, for being on set, that piece is actually crazy. For being on set, if these weren't like tiny rolls, crit rate tiny and tiny crit damage rolls, this would be pretty damn good. But overall, this is still a good piece. Do not get me wrong. This is a very, very good piece. Another pretty good piece. I mean, again, if this is your offset piece and you don't have a better one than this. Oh, wait, no, Albedo needs defense. Wait, no, this piece is actually crazy. Wait, I'm capping hard. 19% defense, 17% crit damage, and attack ER. I think those are like the perfect subs. You know, that piece is actually crazy. Yeah, I was lying. Yeah, no, very, very solid hat. Oh my gosh. Wait, wait, what? 32% defense? Oh my gosh, wait, that's actually crazy for Albedo. This piece, however, yeah, this does not live up to your insanely high defense percent. I think that's the most defense I literally have ever seen on a flower. I don't think I've ever seen more than 32%. Is that 5 rolls? I think that's 5 rolls into defense percent. God damn. Yeah, this piece isn't as good. Not as good as your flower by like any means, but it makes a cut. I mean, 25% crit value, sure. And this is crazy. And this is crazy. What the heck? Some low crit damage rolls, but bro, who cares? 1 flat defense roll, not even a bad stat for Albedo. Honestly, you take this piece. Yeah, overall, you have some really nice pieces. The standouts being, of course, this flower and this defense percent piece. The feather could definitely use a little bit of work, but other than that, you don't have many pieces that I could really even say you could optimize. Just really the feather. If you got defense percent on this feather, and you roll into it once or twice, you could theoretically have 3,000 defense, which would be absolutely nuts. Man, your split is actually so nice. This is such a clean build. This is a very, very clean build. 61, 122. For being a sub DPS, that's actually a very solid ratio. Like, you really cannot get more optimal than this build. 75% geo damage bonus. Yeah, no, this build is extremely optimal for Albedo. You have a nice split of crit rate, crit damage, but you're still able to keep like a high amount of defense percent. Your recharge is the slightest bit low, but again, I don't think recharge really matters with Albedo because you're mainly using him for his E anyways. So overall, I think your Albedo is very solid. Man, we have seen some very good builds today. I'm honestly having a hard time with this one because it's very, very good. But it's good in like a different sense as some of the other builds we've seen because it doesn't have a high crit value, but it's very good for Albedo specifically. So I'm gonna give your build, I'm gonna say a solid 9.7 out of 10. Not the best build we've seen today, but definitely a very, very good one. Alright, and I think that is gonna be the end of the video for today. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing or leaving a like down below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.